Now, it's not uncommon for people to set up automatic water change units. In this case, there's a big drum outside, and then there's a line that runs from the top of the drum around and then into the aquarium. And the idea is you can keep the drum outside full, and then you just have to open a tap and then pump the water into the actual aquarium. And you can also just open a tap to drain water out of the aquarium. Now, these systems seem like a great idea, but rarely are. The main issue with these sorts of systems is that the water in this line ends up becoming dead water, because you might not do a water change for 2, even 3, even 4 weeks, and then all of the water in the line soon becomes anoxic because there's no oxygen in the line, and therefore when you turn this tap on and pump the water out of the hose, it absolutely stinks the house out because you fill up the house with hydrogen sulfide. If you did want to do this sort of system, what you'd actually have to do is have a tap in the top here and have a system that was actually a loop. So the water goes from the drum, loops up into the tank, and then loops up out again. And then when you want to do a water change, you can open the tap at the top of the tank, and then the water will come out of the loop, and that will stop you having dead water in the hose. So that's just something to consider before installing a system like this. So what we've ended up doing is we're using that as a drain now. We're disengaging the drum, and then we've put an RO unit with an automatic top-up. So now if this tank evaporates, as this tank evaporates, it'll just top itself up with fresh water, and we're using that line as a drain instead of a salt water in. Anyway, if you've got any tips for automatic water change systems, then put a little note on the bottom of this video. The other thing I hate doing too is that using a system like this to drain water out, because that isn't encouraging or allowing gravel cleans. Every time that I remove water from an aquarium, I'll use a gravel cleaner, because I'll always pull a whole lot of crap out of the gravel and then be able to replace it with nice clean water, as opposed to pulling nice clean water off the surface and then throwing nice clean water back in, which is a waste of time.